For those of you who are still a little bit confused about what upper back versus lat shoulder blade movement should look like during a rep, here's a decent example of upper back movement. So in upper back training, what we want to focus on here is those shoulder blades wrapping around the rib cage. Okay, we call that protraction. Trevor here gets a little bit of upward rotation and elevation there. Then as he pulls, we want to focus on retracting those shoulder blades, squeezing them together, trying to really dig those elbows behind the body, which Trevor's doing a nice job of there. Now, a couple quick tips here. What I want you guys to do is make sure you keep that chest locked on the pad. What happens a lot is people will start to try to extend from their low back, like Trevor does, I believe, on his next rep here. They try to extend their low back to make it feel right there like they're getting a little bit more retraction than they actually are. Now, he's still got a little bit of retraction, but a lot of times what I see is people will just extend and they don't actually finish it through. The key here is that shoulder blade moving around and squeezing together. Now, on this rounding part here, you can also use your inhale, push a little bit of air back into the backside of the rib cage there to help push those shoulder blades apart, get a nice stretch. The final point here is that the angle of the machine pull will dictate if it's a little more like upper traps or a little more kind of like low traps. Something like this where he's kind of pulling down and back is going to work a little bit differently than if he has something that's kind of pulling up and back. So just a note in your upper back training. I hope that helps. Now go train that upper back.